Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Dom went beast mode.
You're going down, Toretto.
I'm right here. Let's get to work. You thought this was gonna be a street fight?
For this list, we'll be looking at this street racer's most impressive and intimidating moments. Since we'll be driving past some major plot points, a spoiler warning is in effect. What's your favorite action scene featuring Dominic Toretto? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Driving off the side of a mountain. Furious 7.
You get Ramsey, you get the God's Eye, you get Shaw. Well, that's the windup and the pitch.
During a mission to rescue a hacker named Ramsey, Dom had to drive at high speeds with her on the hood of his car and avoid being knocked off the side of a mountain by Deckard Shaw. After surviving all of that, a group of armed criminals corner him on a cliff. Dom decides to take an unconventional escape route.
Give us the girl, and I'll let you live.
What are you going to do?
You might want to put on your helmet for this one.
After creating a smokescreen with his car, he drives off the side of a mountain. Although he modified the car to help protect him, it was still incredibly impressive to see him survive and walk away from this horrific crash. The grit and courage it took to pull this off made this scene into one of Dom's greatest escapes.
Looks like our demon love child worked. It's one way down a mountain.
Number 9. Bringing down Braga and his men. Fast and Furious.
You're right. And that's why you're going back across the border.
After Dom and Brian capture cartel leader Arturo Braga in Mexico, they race to bring him to justice in the U.S. The heroes have to do this while avoiding the tons of criminals working for Braga. After taking out a couple of cars with just a shotgun, Dom lures a group of henchmen into a tunnel. He makes several of his pursuers crash with insane driving skills, but Dom's most impressive feat comes when he jumps into another criminal's car while letting his vehicle crash. Not only does he manage to take out tons of henchmen, but he also rescues Brian from the villainous Phoenix at the last second. Thanks to Dom's excellent driving skills in those tunnels, Braga was finally brought to justice.
You gotta get out of here. I ain't running anymore.
Number 8. Defeating henchmen with a safe. Fast 5.
So what's the plan, Dom? You can't just go sneaking around anymore.
Dom's plan to use a team to steal a safe from the vicious Hernan Reyes and his loyal officers was going relatively well. But when too many enemies start to close in, he decides to finish the mission solo.
No, I'm not leaving you. Now you stick with the plan.
It was always the plan. Take care of Mia.
Dom, you listen to me now, okay? You cut loose right now.
Dom decides the best way to take out all of the henchmen hot on his heels was to turn the safe he stole into a weapon. In his capable hands, the safe becomes a devastating battering ram. Even an enemy with a gun turret can't stop Dom. His selfless solo stunt allows him and his crew to walk away with barely a scratch on them. As icing on the cake, Dom and his allies get to keep every dollar inside the safe for themselves. Number 7. Attacking Jacande's helicopter. Furious 7. When Jacande uses a military-grade helicopter to attack Letty and Ramsey, Dom improvises a way to stop the villain. His simple yet effective plan involves a bunch of grenades and a fast car. Jacande tries to stop him by sending missiles his way. After skillfully driving to avoid all of the projectiles, Dom launches his car into midair and attaches the grenades to the helicopter.
Don't miss.
While he crashes to the ground, Hobbs fires at the explosives and takes out Jacande for good. Dom's wild aerial attack nearly cost him his life, but after Letty tends to him, he's ready to get back into the driver's seat.
I remember it all.
It's about time.
Number 6. Launching himself to save Letty. Fast and Furious 6.
Guys, we gotta come up with another plan. They got a tank.
Although Owen Shaw is initially untouchable while driving his tank, Dom's crew does everything they can to stop him in his tracks. The villain retaliates by sending an amnesiac Letty to the top of the vehicle. When the tank comes to a sudden stop, she's sent flying into the air.
Okay, Toretto. Here's your girl. And your happy ending.
Dom immediately sends his car onto a collision course with a barrier before climbing onto the hood. The resulting crash allows him to soar into the air, catch Letty, and land on a car without so much as a broken bone. While this save doesn't automatically make her remember who she is, we doubt she ever forgot how incredibly badass this rescue was.
How did you know that there would be a car there to break our fall?
I didn't.
Number 5. Escaping from 5 professional drivers. The fate of the furious. Dom is blackmailed into stealing nuclear launch codes in New York City. Before he can get away, 4 of his family members, Deckard Shaw and Little Nobody, show up to capture him.
I think I know where my team's at.
Where?
Right in front of me.
Dom's able to take one car out and evade the rest at crazy high speeds. But he's forced to stop after 5 grappling hooks from 5 different cars pin him in place. Dom escapes by activating his beast mode.
No, 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 no! It's my Bentley!
After causing Roman's car to flip over, he knocks off his door to send Hobbs flying. Once he makes Letty and Tej's car collide into each other, Shaw crashes as well. Seeing Dom escape 5 of the fiercest drivers he knows showed how powerful he is behind the wheel.
Dom's got to be either working with them or making a trade, because no one would be this insane to hit this place without a damn army.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Speak of the devil.
Number 4. Overcoming Hobbs in a one-on-one brawl. Fast 5.
I'll see you soon, Toretto.
Look forward to a cop.
Agent Hobbs spends a big chunk of Fast 5 trying to arrest Dom. After a few close calls, the two finally come face-to-face for a no-holds-barred matchup. During this fierce clash, Dom is pinned down, hit with harsh blows, and even thrown through a window. But once he sees his sister in trouble, he gets a sudden burst of energy. Although Hobbs ends up wielding a wrench as a weapon, Dom manages to turn the tables on his opponent. The fight could have come to a fatal conclusion. However, Dom decides to show mercy. Hobbs looked as stunned as we were that such a resilient and tough fighter could show restraint.
Toretto, I'll see you soon.
Now you won't.
Number 3. Shutting Shaw down. Furious 7. Deckard Shaw and Dom crashed directly into each other when they first met to prove that neither man would back down.
Trust me, I've seen a lot meaner streets than the ones you're used to.
Stick around. It's gonna get a lot meaner.
Their climactic clash later on lived up to this explosive introduction. Instead of simply taking out Shaw with the shotgun, Dom dual wields a pipe and a wrench. The two evenly matched opponents hold nothing back. At one point, Dom has to take a wrench blow straight to the face and keep on fighting.
I have eyes on Toretto.
After his old friend Jaconde damages the parking garage he's fighting on with a missile, he stomps hard enough to split the ground apart. It was at that moment that Shaw fully realized he picked a fight with the wrong man.
Thing about street fights, the street always wins.
Number 2. Jumping between multiple skyscrapers. Furious 7. A straightforward mission to steal a flash drive from a high-rise building goes sideways when Shaw shows up with a gun equipped with a grenade launcher.
Cars don't fly!
Desperate to escape, Dom drives a car out of the window and into a nearby skyscraper. He safely lands before making the unfortunate discovery that the brakes don't work. He decides the best course of action is to hit the gas and jump into a 3rd skyscraper. Not only does Dom make it to the last building in midair without injury, but he escapes the car before it flies out the window and into the ground. The tremendous courage it took to pull off this insane jump proved that Dom has nerves of vibranium.
You've got an interesting interpretation there of low-key, Mr. Toretto. You know, Dom, I thought we had an understanding.
Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt.
Before we drive a quarter mile to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Interrogating David Park, Fast and Furious.
That's all I could do.
What race?
Overtaking Brian in a street race, The Fast and the Furious. Avoiding a moving train and surviving a crash, The Fast and the Furious.
Dom!
That's not what I had in mind.
Taking a long plunge into water, Fast 5. Driving out of an exploding plane, Fast and Furious 6.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Annihilating a nuclear sub, The Fate of the Furious.
That's Dom.
Is this guy on our side now?
Who the hell cares? He just saved our ass.
Over the course of just a few minutes, Dom makes an epic cliff jump, crashes into an enemy's missile-carrying car, and indirectly blows up a fleet of henchmen. But he was just getting started. Although Cypher controlled a nuclear submarine, he taunts her.
I destroyed 2 of your teams. I killed your red-headed boyfriend. And I put 2 killers on your untraceable plane. You lost the minute you interrupted my honeymoon.
She tries to get revenge by sending a heat-seeking missile at his crew, but Dom heats up his car to lure the weapon away from his friends. After pulling off some slick driving on the ice, he redirects the missile so it blows up the nuclear sub. He survives the subsequent crash and fireball with his crew's help. If watching Dom destroy a nuclear sub with a car isn't the definition of beast mode, we don't know what is.
Now that's Dominic Toretto.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.